How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel, and in this video, we are going to be talking about Tesla stock. We're going to go over the grand opening of the Tesla Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. We're going to be talking about what to expect for Tesla stock moving forward for next week as we get closer to the earnings reports that's going to be announced in April 20. We're also going to be talking about some important data that's coming out next week that can significantly affect the overall stock market too. And we're also going to talk about, why we kind of see a sell-off that happened today when it comes to Tesla stock, So we're going to talk about all this important information in this video coming up. As you can see over here, we have Tesla stock today that's sitting at $1,025.49. We're down 3%, So yesterday we talked about that we were expecting some form of a rally because we came to that conclusion because last time we had a grand opening of a Gigafactory with Tesla. With the Berlin opening up, we had a massive spike on Tesla stock price. So we're expected at one point we can get like buy the rumor, sell the news event to happen when we got the grand opening of the Berlin Gigafactory. That did not happen. It was actually a really significant rally that happened with Tesla stock. So I kind of predicted, okay, we might see some similar price action with Tesla, but that did not happen. We actually saw a sell-off. So we got a classic buy the rumor, sell the news event that happened. So we dropped 3% today, but as you can see for the month, we're still holding strong, pretty strong. We are up 19.39%. When you look at the year chart, we're getting closer to, that all-time high price. But of course, we have some really important news that can significantly affect, the overall stock market pretty soon. So even when you look at the overall stock market today, we have some sectors that are doing pretty well, like we got, energy sector that's just performing very well in spite of what's going on with Russia, Ukraine. We are starting to see, these financial stocks start picking up. The Federal Reserve that, came out with a statement this week that indicated that they're going to be more aggressive when it comes to fighting inflation. So if interest rates spikes pretty high, these financial stocks are the ones that could definitely be benefiting. But we have the big tech stocks, like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, these trillion-dollar companies. They are not doing well this week. So they're actually holding the overall stock market down, but we're still seeing some greens in some sectors like energy, even healthcare stocks participated today. So let's talk about what happened yesterday. Of course, the grand opening of the Tesla Gigafactory in Austin, Texas. So it was a really phenomenal event. We're going to be watching just the highlights of what Elon Musk said about, what they're going to be doing in the factory, whether their plans and etc., which is the important highlights that we want to focus on. But if you're interested in watching, of course, the amazing fireworks, the light shows and etc., you can watch the 1-hour video on the Tesla YouTube channel. But Elon Musk definitely mentioned some important things about, the Cybertruck, the robo-taxi, Tesla robot, and etc. What are their plans moving forward? And it's really fantastic. They have this massive factory. Now they're going to be able to mass produce a lot of these important products that they're going to be, producing and launching pretty soon. So it's going to be phenomenal. Let's hear the highlights from this specific grand opening speech from Elon Musk. I'm going to come back and we're going to look at Tesla stock in detail.
The team's doing great work in Fremont, California, but we took a lot of lessons learned from that, where the buildings were all separate. There's a lot of movement between the buildings, and the thing that we thought makes sense is to really think of it like a chip, like an integrated circuit. Combine everything together in one package, and now this is what you get. So this is a case of raw materials come in one side, they get formed into a cell, then get formed into a pack. Then we cast the front and rear body. The pack itself is structural, and out comes a finished product. So it's raw materials in one side, cars out the other side. Yeah. So we're building our own battery cells. We think the most advanced cell in the world here at Giga Texas. all the footage you see here is from this factory. So, and we think over time this will probably be the biggest cell factory in the world. So. And then another major innovation is structural pack. So we're basically bringing to fruition the things that we said we would do. We said we'd basically make the car out of 3 major pieces: a rear body casting, a structural pack where the cells themselves carry load, just like modern airplanes where the wing is a fuel tank in wing shape. With the new Model Y architecture, the cells themselves carry load. And that results in a car that is lighter, a small number of parts, costs less, and improves the crash performance. So it's a safety advantage too. Yeah. I don't know if this works. So, all right. As I was saying, it's a revolution in car manufacturing to basically make a car out of 3 major parts: a cast rear, a structural pack, and a cast front. So what you're looking at are the biggest casting machines ever made. And it's kind of a crazy thing to make a car this way. It's never been done before. When we were trying to figure this out, there were 6 major casting manufacturers in the world. We called 6. 5 said no, 1 said maybe. I was like, that sounds like a yes. So with a lot of effort and great ideas from the team, we've made the world's biggest casting machine work very efficiently to create and radically simplify the manufacturing of the car. So, as I was saying, raw materials in, bunch of stuff happens, car out. So. Yes, exactly. If you don't make stuff, there is no stuff. And we're aiming, just with the Model Y program alone, to get to 500,000 units a year. And then we're going to start manufacturing Cybertruck here next year. The Model Y line will be the highest capacity line, I think, of any line in the world. In fact, I'm confident it will be. 500,000 units a year in a single factory of one product is the biggest of anything in the world. And definitely, this will be the highest volume car factory in America. And yeah. So Cybertruck always looks like CGI in real life, but that is not CGI. That is an actual Cybertruck driving around. So I can't wait to have this baby in production. It's going to be epic. So. So Tesla is growing, actually at the fastest pace of any large manufactured object in history. Yeah, so. We've now exceeded the million. In trailing 12 months, we've delivered over 1 million cars worldwide. So. Now that said, there's still a long way to go, because that red bar chart is Tesla. So we can definitely, and then the blue is global vehicles. So you can see even though we did 1 million cars in the last 12 months, we're still like maybe a little over 1% of total vehicle output in the world. And we want to try to get to, I don't know, 20%, as much as we can to move the needle. So, and this is why scale matters. In order to make a real difference, a really big difference to sustainability, we have to make a lot of cars, we have to make a lot of stationary packs to transition the world to sustainable technology as quickly as possible. So, what's next? I'm not gonna spill all the beans right now. But what I can say is we're going to move to just truly massive scale, scale that no company has ever achieved in the history of humanity, that has to happen in order to transition the world to sustainable energy. So massive scale, full self-driving. There's going to be a dedicated robotaxi. That's going to look pretty. It's going to look quite futuristic. And then of course we've got the Tesla robot, Optimus. This is. I think Optimus will obviate what it even means, what an economy even means. So it'll be able to, basically anything that humans don't want to do, Optimus will do it. And it's going to be an age of abundance. And so I think it's maybe hard to imagine it, but as you see Optimus develop, and we're obviously going to make sure it's safe. No Terminator stuff or that kind of thing. But it's really going to transform the world, I think, to a degree even greater than the cars. And then we've got, and I think we have a shot at being in production for version 1 of Optimus, hopefully next year. So. And it's Cybertruck is coming next year. We'll be in production with Cybertruck next year. We'll be in production with the Roadster and with Semi. So that's all coming. So we got this year is all about scaling up, and then next year there's going to be a massive wave of new products. So, and yeah, so. And now, let us deliver our first Tesla cars made in Texas.
You can see over here, we're holding strong above this $1,000 price point. We filled the gap that we made a few days ago. So we're looking at a very strong support at $1,000. And next week, we have the inflation numbers for the month of March coming out next week. So that's going to be vital for the overall stock market and how the Fed is going to be approaching when it comes to raising interest rates. So it's going to be really important to watch for that. After that week, we have Tesla earnings call coming up in April 20 after the market close. So that's going to be a really, really important day for Tesla too. But overall, Tesla stock had a phenomenal rally, the past few weeks. But right now we are having a slight pullback, nothing significantly changed with Tesla. It's just the overall market. We had a phenomenal grand opening that happened yesterday by the rumor Southern News, and next week, we don't know what's the inflation numbers going to be at and what the Fed's going to be saying. So it's really, investors are really shy right now to basically be more aggressive when it comes to investing in this, high growth stocks right now. So this big tech high growth stocks, we had, this massive rally that happened. So we'll see next week what could potentially be happening. But as you can see, if we can stay above this $1,000 mark, it's going to be looking pretty strong for Tesla. We might bounce back if we can get any kind of rally. That would be fantastic as we get closer to the earnings call. So let me know, what do you think about the grand opening of the Tesla Gigafactory in Austin? Of course, if you're new to the channel too, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. And if you want free stocks too, check out the links in the description box below. But I catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.